and welcome. I am Tina and we are going to do our weekly read this week, and we are starting with pile 1, which is the fairy. Pile 2 has the bow, and pile 3 has the starfish. So you can take a deep breath and try to focus which if it's the card decks or the charm that pulls you towards them. So we have 1, 2 or 3, or the fairy, bow or starfish that pulls you in, and we will get going with pile 1. Okay, so we are doing, I haven't pulled any cards for this yet, so we are, already one through out, music. For this, let's see what's coming out. So, uplifting and healing and vibrations coming in through music. The need to release, let go. Magical blessings. With this, I do feel that Spirit are talking about not doing so much this week, kind of letting go of lightening the load this week. Perhaps that you're doing too much for others, or you've just planned too much, or said yes too many times, or feel the burden of something around you where you feel like you've not been able to say no, or there's something there where it feels like we've got to lighten our load. Let's see what else comes out. So we have I'll bring it out because it popped out. Strategize. So it could be that it's that lighten your load. I had these cards out last week, I think, but I've just gone with what I feel drawn to. So when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus, your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. I'm just sensing that you need to lighten the load. You need to say no to a few things, or you just need that time to this week for the music to come in. So this is, listen carefully for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories and charm the fairies also. So we're charming the magic and the manifestation, the magical blessings coming in when we lighten our load. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairies, blessings, other fairies, as you can bless others too. So don't feel like you're abandoning anything this week. You just need some time, and the fairies will take care of the other things, the blessings for other people. If you send your thoughts up, or send your thoughts to the fairies. So we have purity. Purity. Always trust in your purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within you'll find the answers to your questions. So we have a few things here, like messages coming through music. We have messages coming and listening to your own intuition from the stars, having that time. So there is some sort of message being given to you here. So there's some sort of question and there's some sort of answer that wants to be given. So let's move on to these. That one wants to come out. So we are letting go. So we are letting go. You feel like that. So the emotions, releasing, we're letting go what no longer serves us. We're letting go of the need to say yes too many times. We're letting go of the need to feel like you need to do too much for too many people. It's time to focus. The 4-4 there is focusing on your journey, focusing on your success, focusing on what your needs, making sure your needs are met there. But remember, this is a reading that is for a broader audience, so you can take what feels right to you and leave the rest. Take what resonates. communication. So this is opening up the communication in some way. Maybe you feel like you're not being able to voice your path. We have another 4 there. We're not being able to voice where you want. A 5, if we add the 4 to 1 to the 5, is adventure. It's kind of like it's the Fool, where we are taking a leap and we don't really know our path. But there's communication there where you can voice the truths, your truths, and what you want. You can voice and let go of the need to say yes, or the need to be able to do things for other people and lots of things, or the need just to put too much on your own plate, take it, don't do too much all at once, otherwise nothing gets done in the end. So we're going to see about a room. Alright, so we have, this is the female, the woman. So we are looking at being gentle with ourselves. We are looking at the wisdom of knowledge that we already have towards ourselves. This is looking to women around you, friends, family. Although you seem to be this great support for everybody and wants to help everybody, it's time for you to receive some help yourself. Getting the answers that you're asking questions and you are receiving answers there. That's what let's see. So we have healing with that as well. Healing coming in. 2 cards with that. So we have freedom. The only way is up. Now be free at all times. So we are seeking our freedom. That goes with the feeling like, maybe you're putting too much on your own, too much for yourself. You're not asking for help. The Phoenix brings you back to full life of waking the consciousness. So becoming aware of what your needs are, becoming aware of the communication that you need to voice. So it's that kind of feeling. This week is about letting go, releasing. There's questions that need to be asked, and then they will ask them to your fairies, to your guides, to your angels, to source, and these magical blessings are coming in. So they will bless you when you ask. You can ask questions. You can say you can say a few no's and a few more yeses to yourself. Just do this week more yeses to yourself. Okay, I hope that could resonate with some of you. And if you enjoyed your reading this week, a like, subscribe, or a comment would be great. I'd be really grateful for that. Thank you very much, and we are going to move on to pile 2. So pile 2 is the bow. Let's see what's coming out for pile 2. See if anything. Okay. I'll take that one. I'm not going to. Oh, definitely that one wants to fly out, doesn't it? That's a few too many cards, Spirit. Okay. Realised I've literally I'm drawn to whatever decks I am this week, but I've just realised that I think I did this deck last week, and I think I did the fairy deck last week as well, so yeah, or I might have done it in a different reading. Could have done it in the I've got monthly readings as well, but for some reason just feel like these came out, some of these cards. Shaman of Skulls. So we have Fearless coming in for that one, and we'll go through them and see what we are. We're Rockstar. I am a million different things at a million different times, and I am me with no apologies. So we're being fearless of ourselves this week. We have no apology for who we are. We are celebrating who we are. We are being this. We are the shaman of ourselves. We are the magical being of ourselves. We have the good witch. Magic coming in. Create your own magic. So we have, that's why I felt like, being your own guru, being your own shaman there, being your own witch, being your own magic. We have Finch Spirit Guide. So we have I Love Us. So there you go, I love us. We are celebrating us. We are celebrating who we are. We need to realise that we are, we have the ability to fly. We have the ability for freedom. We have the ability for transformation this week. We have messages coming in from Spirit this week. So, because I have the little bird there right next to her face, I feel like, it's willing to talk to her, willing to give her the information. We also have two birds there. We also have I didn't notice that little bird that looks like it's like having a word. So it's telling you Spirit are coming in and giving you the communication. I love it. Yeah, I just feel that we are decorating, or we are fixing ourselves. We don't need to rely on others to do that. Although, if you want to reach, I'm not telling you not to reach out to others. I'm just saying that it starts with you. True love is eternal. So we have a love card here. We have some, like I just said, you can reach out to others, but the kind of like the journey or the inspiration or the steps that need to be took this week are yours to take. Somebody else is along with the ride. Somebody that's important to you is standing with you and wants to celebrate your journey with you there. So just remember that this is for a broader audience, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Oh, I've just noticed that the Spirit just pointed that out. She's got eggs in her crown there, and that I feel is the manifestation. That is renewal coming in and rebirth. We have a rebirth coming in of yourselves. So we have sacred space around you. Walk forward knowing you have total guidance. So yeah, we have this feeling of that this guidance is coming from yourself. So this, obviously Spirit are there with you and listening, and you can seek their guidance, and it will come in some form from within. So we have this renewal, we have this celebration of you going on this week. Celebrating who you are, releasing the old and the death of a situation, the death of something that's now gone away. It is moving. We have the death, like the death card is not bad. It kind of signifies the end of something, and you're now creating this space for you to move forward and celebrate your renewal, your rebirth. Want to come out with any more, Spirit. So, light of the world, you are now brought back to full awakened consciousness. So kind of the same thing, isn't it? Space around you, walk forward knowing that you have total guidance, and then you get this awakeningness of celebrating who you are, your own magic. You are powerful, you are your own badass, really. You are this powerful being. Oh, we have the the sun, not the star. So the sun is really, really good, really positive. It signifies new beginnings. So we have lots of these feelings of just this renewal, new beginnings, the death of the situation, the move over. We have some support coming in from somebody that's close to you, and we are celebrating who we are. We are celebrating moving forward, moving out of the situation and moving forward there. Oh, we have the arrow, so we have the arrow. So this signifies actually the man. So again, we have the man here. It doesn't necessarily mean a man. I feel like, you know, this person is there for you. They are a little bit more direct, a little bit more of an, you know, they're the support, the backbone or the grounding for you. Or maybe you need that grounding energy around you of the masculine at the moment, you know. Instead of being all airy-fairy and off with the stars and off with the fairies, we have this grounding energy coming in. We have this celebration of who you are coming in. We have this feeling of situations ending and something coming in for a renewal, a rebirth of yourself. Have we done that? We'll just do these and then we'll move on to those top two that fell out. So, the goblin, the wounded ego. So this is not now, I feel that this has been, we are wanted to stick our tongue out and blow a raspberry at the situations or people or things around us or ourselves really, and we have not celebrated who we are, or there's some sort of situation where we've been wounded. But it was never about you personally. So this is building up our forces for ourselves and not taking anything, just not taking anything to, you know, to heart. You're letting go and celebrating your wonderfulness. That's what's your truthful and your. So we had the disruption. So I feel like these have come out a bit backwards, but we have this tranquility coming in, and the disruption is gone. The disruption is finished and ended. Let me just see if I can have some clarity. Okay, so we have the frog. I asked for clarity. So we are releasing emotional baggage and we are cleaning house. Basically, we are cleaning our cleansing, clearing, moving on. We are moving on from disruption. We are moving on from wounded ego, wounded selves. We are celebrating who we are. We are realizing we are magical, and we can create this space and this new awakening person. We are taking our leaps. We're moving forward. Okay, that has been pile 2. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. If you've enjoyed your reading, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe, and you can comment at the below. And I shall see you next time. Right, so let's move on to pile 3. Right. Let's go. So we have the starfish. Let's see what wants to come out. Pile 3. Self-employed. I have to tell you that this, I have to ask that, you know, this will resonate with some of you and not all of you, so take what does resonate. But whenever I pick this deck up, without fail, I mean without fail, every single time, 100% of the time, the self-employment card comes out. And so I have to say, is this me because I'm self-employed, and or is this for, you know, everybody else? So I feel that, you know, obviously Spirit are always giving me this card to try and keep me going forward and being where I am. But I also feel that might resonate with some of you out there as well. So that's why I've kept the card. Some of you are thinking of becoming, having your own business, having your own adventure, or some of you already are. And there's something there where you have to wait. There's not a rush action here, because waiting allows some more goodness to come in. That's what I've got, Spirit. Biding your time. I think we had music in the first, music for manifestation. music came out in the first deck. Wasn't for manifestation, but music came out. Music, because I was saying that music's really good for manifestation. We have the new dawn. So it is. It's really good to play music and when you need to manifest. But to manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. I often play music and just in that of bringing up that emotion, what you want, and then you can write, journal, or even, show your gratitude and pray to whatever source, goddess, God, whatever your being is, you can manifest with. So yeah, situation there that we need to don't rush your actions right now. We need to bide our time with something around a decision that you've got to make. You have time, I'm told. So Midas touch. You have the Midas touch right now. Every project will turn to gold. I feel that this is what it might not be correctly at this time. I think that towards the end of the week you have bided your time. You've waited for something. You have then can celebrate. You can have this Midas touch because you have the patience to give something. Spirit has shown me a closed bud flower, and then that opens up really slowly, so we have to have so much patience for the flower to open up. And then we have this gold, we have the abundance, we have the knowledge, and we can actually open something up. And then this new dawn saying that the worst is behind you and positive experiences are on the horizon. Something's coming in good for you, so just bide your time and have some patience. I'm going to just shuffle these a little more because I just did them for pile 2. So we want pile 3, the bard. Again, it's music, so you've double music. Music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. So we have the need to tell our story, the need for expressing ourselves. I feel like some of you may actually need this in your self-employment, or if you're thinking that way, because one of the ways that you actually get yourself out there to other people is to tell your story, is to tell people who you are. And that's not easy feat to do, because if you're an introvert like myself, then this isn't easy to do. You just you'd like to be able to just put this, that and the other on, or stories and pictures and that, and just say that's it and everything happens wonderfully. But you need to tell your story. Okay, that came up. We have the spider and we have focus. So this week we are focusing on manifestation, and we are focusing on projects that bring us abundance. We have to tell our story. There is music in the manifestations, so you've had music twice come out in this. So we have focus, we have our path set out before us, and we are kind of now setting ourselves up, planting our seeds, putting in creativity with the spider for projects that will pay off more towards July time. July, August is what I've got there. So we are planting the seeds for July, August now. She's weaving her webs, creating her projects, thinking ahead this week on what can we do, what can we create, how can we get where we want to be. Did I have done a crystal card? Sure, I've done a crystal card for the others, and I brought that many decks out that I don't know where I'm at, but the crystal card was calling me then, so we'll do you one. So we'll bring the top one, which was tourmaline. Unity, love and protection. Connect with nature and let the eternal cycles of life bring you wisdom and balance with that one. So balance coming in. Let's see what these. Let's see what comes out. Oh, so we have. Right. So if any difficulties, this is like we're cutting away now. We are cutting away what no longer, we are saying this is no more, we don't want any more, and something old is ending with this card. This is a scythe. I can never say it. Scythe. Yeah. It is, it's cutting away the old, what no longer serves us. We are letting go and moving forward to new beginnings with this. We're letting go of difficulty. Okay, and then we have the crossroads. Crossroads is a decision, so maybe it was this decision here where we now had to wait and bide our time and have some patience. Yeah, it's another one for waiting. So there's something, again, you have the two waiting because you're trying to figure out which road to go down. So yeah, we have to wait here, we have two music, but I feel like, this comes after some patience, and you start to see these inklings of creativity coming in, and we start to cut away what no longer serves us, what no longer represents who we are, and we let go of this aspect of ourselves, and we bring in some balance and wisdom, and we start to weave what we want. We start to focus on what we want. We start to manifest with the music, and then this new dawn and this abundance can come in because we've cut away the shaft, is it? We've cut away what we no longer wanted, the wheat from the shaft. That's what I can hear. So we have had the feeling that, we've let go. I think I just pulled this out. This is the same one. That sacred space, so creating that sacred space. Oh no, it wasn't, it's a different card. Clouds and dreams flicker through your imagination, stimulating creative power and your senses. So another creative, so you've had a couple of doubles here. So we've got, we had double music for creativity, and the spider and the sacred space, creating that sacred space for yourself so you can weave that web of creativity, bring in that focus for what you want. Brings in the new dawn. But this week you are waiting and having a little bit of patience for those inklings of something to come in. So if you had something where you thought, do I have to make the decision now? The answer is no. You should give it a little time and sing. Sing and dance and glory in the music, and allow this this energy of creativity come in. I feel by the end of the week something's opening up to you, some information's coming into you, something's where you can make a decision. Okay, that's been your Pile 3. I hope some of this resonates with you. Take what does and then leave the rest, because it's for a broader audience. And if you've enjoyed your reading, I would be really grateful for a like, share, and subscribe. My brain went then. And I shall be back next week with the weekly reading. I'll see you then. Bye.